Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Happy Twitch Tuesday, but on YouTube is what we're doing. Hang on, let me get some lightage up here. It's a bit dark. Hang on. No, I don't want to rate this now. Remind me later. There we go. There we go. You can see my big nose. A lot easier now. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Howdy, 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 howdy. We're back. Yes, we took a week off, but we're back. So what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Apologies for no content last week, but we had to take some time off. And we are back, and we're checking out the A340 600 Pro version from Aerosoft, which was a cheeky little thing. They actually sent it out to the content creators last Thursday, Friday. So this is our first chance to have a look at it, and I believe there's an update coming soon as well. So thought you were going to say the grass strip. What do you mean? What grass strip? Oh, you mean the head? No. Well, you know, we've got a big winged sock right here, and then the grass strips there. That's the way it goes. So. Anyways, it's 4:10 a.m. at EDDF Airport in holy cow. Profile spotlight for the bald spot. Yeah, absolutely. There's a I believe there's a hang on, just got to make sure that's there. I believe that there is. We are on live time. Cool. I believe that this. I think someone did a put a runway on my head. With some AI or something like that back in the day. So, but I hope you guys are doing well. I got a landing strip going. Is it? I thought yours was a whole heliport, my friend. I'm just still in the grass. How you doing? What's going on, Mr. Torchy? Welcome to the stream. But anyways, let's get into the introductions. We'll probably have a little bit of a slow prop in as people come in, because we haven't been online the past week. Actually, I haven't even been in the sim. I haven't flown. The only thing I've done in the sim was yesterday. I set some cameras up for this thing, popped in a flight plan, started the engines. I haven't even flown it. Probably not what Aerosoft want for a selected content creators to showcase their product in beta tests and give them some feedback. But it's just what's going to happen. So anyways, Michael from Canberra, what's going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Mr. Richo, the legend. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And just so if you guys don't know, normally we don't stream over on on Tuesdays, but we're actually bringing Tuesdays back, part of our new streaming and screaming schedule. But Tuesdays are going to be over in Twitch. I may multi-stream now. I don't know, but because I haven't set up the Twitch stuff because I've had other things going on, I thought we'd just stream over YouTube and let you guys know. But all the other days, Wednesdays, Thursdays as well. And Sundays it's on the tubes. So, but anyways, Bubba Braun, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Bubba Aboard says, welcome to another Ozflight Smart Pro pre-release stream. I'll buckle up. As he takes the Airbus A340 for all the hair dryers. I tell you what, though, I did listen to the sounds. The hair dryers actually sound really good. The actual sound set sounds really good. So I don't know if it's going to come through on the stream very well, but through headset it actually was quite good. So Mr. Glenn FS, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. He said, I'm on a skillful tail strike into the trees. Ooh. Mr. Simblitz, what's going on? Are you keeping me out of trouble? I've been watching you get into some trouble and some multi cockpit flights of late. Welcome to the stream. G'day. Who else is lurking in there? Mr. Evil, what's going on? Long time no see. Thank you very much for dropping the FS mods in there. Appreciate it. Mr. Angry Zebra, what's going on? Is gonna jump in, do a flight with us? We are on. We'll do some SayIntentions, obviously, with the ATC. And we'll be on the multiplayer server with the European one, whatever the one they call it now. So that's what we're doing. Mr. Captain Aaron, what's going on, legend? I hear you're... Are you actually cruising? I don't know why you even work anymore, man. Seriously. You might as well just become a full-time cruiser and just take your PC and go working on there. Mr. Joe DWF, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for popping in. Mr. Joseph, a jolly good morning, everyone, he says. Welcome to the stream. Who else? Hey, Mr. Brian, thank you very much for the 12 months, my friend. I appreciate that. That's very nice. 12 months. This is for you, sir.
Good morning. Lufthansa 138 to Munich.
Thank you, Mr. Brian. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Any new additions to the sim setup? Mr. Wellington, welcome to the stream. Torchy says, hey, how you doing? Hello from for Yorkshire, UK. Oh, Jesus. Smashing the caps there. Are you yelling at me? Because I'll caps back. Oh, seriously, I will. I'll do a caps back. You watch this. You take this, Yorkshire. You take that. There you go. There's caps back, man. Captain Harry is trying to catch the cruiser better. Yes. Yeah. Sounds like it. Well, you know, when you're frequent cruisers, you get cruise points, and then you get like cheaper stuff. Apparently, I wouldn't know because I'm not a what do you call it? A normal cruiser. What do you call them? I don't know. I know what I'm talking about. That's quite unusual for me. Normally, I'm like fully spot on, very articulate, and know exactly what's going on. But that's bullshit. But anyways. Well, first impressions of the A340. It was pretty good, actually, guys. Yes, landing gear and the chrono panel for the wind control has arrived, but I'm on vacation in Norway. That's always the way it goes. Well, hopefully someone was able to pick it up for you so they didn't go walking about. So I have so many things where, you know, I've had episodes with flight sim mods where people, they order something and then they don't expect it to turn up so quickly, and they're on holidays, and it gets delivered. Oh, I've had some stories. I tell you what, I've had some stories. But anyways, Mr. Kango, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Must be a nice time in Norway now that the north part of the world is starting to warm up again. It was like 20 degrees in New York the other day. It's crazy. Not that I was there, but I just saw it on the news. So, but yeah, the A340 surprised me. It sounds good, seems to work good. There is an update coming before a release I don't know the release price. I don't know the release date, but hey, if they're giving it to content creators to showcase and have a look at and provide feedback, as always, it can't be too far away. Don't you know that what's it brighter, the top of A340 or your head? You mean this thing here? It's called Wi-Fi, man. It's called Wi-Fi. Mr. Chase Taylor, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day, g'day. Just dropped some photos in the Discord in real life pics. Ooh, let's go and have a look. Ooh, with the Northern Lights. Holy cow, they are super bright. Super bright. That's insane. And it's not snowing. Holy cow, that second photo you put on there is absolutely insane. I'll probably be able to show that second photo. Look at that. That's insane. Holy cow. Look at that. There's UFOs. There's orbs there. They're about ready to probe someone. Anyways. There's nothing wrong with an good old alien probe. Mr. RB Simmer, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day, 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 g'day. But yeah, I think people would be surprisingly hopeful. Will probably be rest assured it's actually pretty good. I do need to fly the INI builds A340. I hear over in Perth, Evil is the first place they go probe them. Just saying, because the city of lights attract them and stuff, you know. Yeah, I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. So, but yeah, I haven't flown it yet, so I don't know what the flight mechanics are like. I've only messed around with a little bit, did some setup here. The Aerosoft EFB. My first time using the updated one, so that's a little bit interesting. So, and I just really sort of messed around with it. But textures are quite interesting. You can see on the different panels when it comes to the textures, they've actually used different colors on the panels, just like you would with an old plane. If something's been, you know, like this color is different to that color, just you slightly different blue grays. And I like how this has been all worn out. This is super cool. This is showing that it's not a brand new plane, because if you jumped on a brand new A340, you'd be like, did I time travel back to the 80s? But yeah, so you can actually see that this, you know, even the green arrow switch there's had some of the paint taken off. You've got some of the worn out there, the buttons which are getting used. You've even got some of the like the wear and tear on that, so that's pretty cool. Obviously when you zoom in, super bad, you know, with all planes and stuff, it doesn't look good when you zoom in, but that's just normal. But yeah, they've really done well with the wear and tear and the scuffs. I actually really like it being such an old girl. This was sort of not really the golden era of aviation. It was sort of just a little bit past that, but yeah, they've done really well when it comes to that. I haven't had much of a look on the outside textures. I've had a little bit of a look inside the cabin, and it seems to be performing okay as well. So, and just like everything seems to work. So the plane looks promising. Not sure if it's for me yet though. Yeah, I don't fly the A340s
Nice
for
to
long
see
hauls.
you. Hope you're nicely refreshed.
Hey Gav, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the 37 months. Thank you, a legend. But I do have a soft spot for the A340 because I've flown on them a bunch of times, some old Hawaiian airline ones. But do I have... Yeah, I haven't had much of a look when it comes to the... You're missing some wheels over there, buddy. But yeah, I haven't had a look at the textures on the outside too much yet. But on a quick note, that looks actually quite good. Actually, that looks really good. Oh, wow. Texturing's... Whoever's done the texturing for this has done a great job. Oh, wow. Okay. What's the bump mapping like, though? There's a bit there. I'll check the wings. But yeah, the 3D model looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's have a look at the detail. Oh, God, look at that. That's what you want to see. Decades of grease and tarmac and brake dust there. That's pretty good, actually. Look at that. Oh, look on the outside of the inside of the wheel trail there. That's nice. They've actually done really well with the textures on this thing. Really well. Wheel bay. Let's have a look at some of the engines there. But thanks very much, Gav. I appreciate doing the sub, considering you haven't been getting your money's worth in the last week from me. But look at that. That's very nice. I'm actually surprised. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to really have a look around of it. But Aerosoft, when it comes to this partnership, they were responsible for all the... there you go, some of the bump up in there. They were responsible for... Oh, that's interesting. You've got like water trail off that going down there, like over the years of when it's bleeding off down there. That's interesting. But yeah, Aerosoft was responsible for the animations and also the 3D model and textures and the cockpit and stuff like that. And then Tolis is responsible for the flight mechanics, ground handling, and all the systems. So on paper, it's a pretty good team. Because obviously with the A330 stuff, when it come to Aerosoft, where they buggered it up, in my opinion, obviously all the stone chips and stuff like that, where they buggered it up was obviously all the systems. They needed someone, I don't know, someone must have left Aerosoft that did all their systems for them, because that's where they went pear-shaped. And now they got Tolis. And hopefully it's going to be a success, because we're going to see them do some more Tolis/Aerosoft stuff. So, yeah, hopefully we'd like to see more competition and more development in the Sims. So, but yeah, that's what do you guys think? I'm not sure if it's coming around very well through the stream, since we're only on like 1080 60. But it looks quite nice for an old girl. I like how the texturing's super old school. So there we go. It's even modeled in there as well. The rivets look painted, but that's pretty normal for overall. Yeah, hang on. Let me go and find some more. They did look like they were bumping out a little bit, but I have seen it better. Yeah. They look like they're a bit baked in, don't they? They are. They're baked in there. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I sort of like them when they sort of 3D model them in different sections in a little bit, but that looks all right there, though. Looks like they're popping out, so... But yeah, I love the texturing. It's reasonably good. Good reflection textures underneath. Yeah, it's not too bad. And obviously we had a look. Let's have a quick look before we get into the skies. I've got to unlock the door here. Actually, let me put some sim sounds in here so you can hear some clicks. And then, look at the old carpet, the old Lufthansa carpet. I believe all the different cabins are representative of deliveries. So, hotspot GSM. If you guys don't know what GSM is, I'm afraid you're not speaking my language. You're not speaking my language. Let's just say it's before the iPads were invented. Look at that. He's got the old, looks like it's wood paneling there. Does the dunny door come open? No PMDG tap on the door. Ooh. That's definitely the old Lufthansa first class. You've got the one and only rows in there. Does that work? No. Does these work? No. They don't work. Not that they need to, in my opinion. GSS old. I remember when I was selling 1 megabyte data plans. 1 megabyte data plans. Oh my God. There we go. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. It is the business class, a lounge. I don't think anything's clickable. Well, there we go. Your dirty ass feet go on there. Your dirty ass backside goes on there. I don't think these open up. So there's not really much. But then I don't think they're giving us the full package though. To actually mess around with. So. Oops, I'm just going through, and then we come to the economy section. That's where I always try to get a seat. Oh no, this is premium economy still. That's premium economy. Or is that business class in the same thing? That might be premium, and here's economy here. Here's all the pigeon seats. How are you going tonight? What's going on, Michael? Welcome to the stream. A group special mobile lighting fast 2G. The old GSM. Oh, we can go down. Oh, I wonder if this is filmed. Filmed? Let's go downstairs. This is the crew quarters. Or is this... No, this is toilet. There's lavatories down here. I don't remember seeing this on a 340 or going down to this part on a 340. Did you have to go downstairs? I've never gone downstairs to the toilet on a 340 that I remember. And then we've got another row. Yeah, as well. Been playing 10-pin bowling. Nice. You going to have enough power to fly? Yes, of course I'm going to have enough power. Hey, I'm used to flying the old Just Flight hairdryers, so excuse me, we'll be fine. Maybe I did go downstairs on the 340 flights to the toilet. Interesting. But there we go. So that's the cabin as well. So everything's like modeled as what you expect it to be. You don't need anything much more than this, to be honest. But yeah. Watch out for Saki in the house. Is he in the house? Is he? Oh dear. Oh, there he is. What's going on? No, they're not flushable. No, not flushable. So you can't put your special party powder down there. You'll have to get done by customs when you get out. So, but yeah, no trolley parking. There we go. Oh, is that the same spot that we just went in? It is. Saki's dungeon. That's what that is. Whoops. There we go. I probably should have kept that to myself though. I think Saki told me about that in confidence. According to Google, it's a feature in the Lufthansa A340-600, and they built the in cargo area. As they are built in the cargo hold area. Yeah. So I flew on a bunch of these with Flying Air before they got rid of them, because they used to fly out of here, the A340s out of Brisbane to Hawaii. So. I don't know. I like the A340s as a passenger to sit in because it's a nice little the slow ascents, the slow descends. So yeah. So there we go. So and I did notice when sort of clicking around, all your windows and things are open animations there. All your blinds and stuff are blinding and doing all that sort of stuff like that. So. I've really only used those rarely in a flight sim, but they all work. So opens and closes and got noises and all that sort of stuff. So I wonder if the jump seat actually works. Let's close this. That's a life jack. Where's the jump seat on this thing? Oh, it's just there anyway. I don't need one because that's there. Roger. All right, let's lock the door anyway before we get going here. And I believe it's got a camera as well on this thing too, so which I haven't actually used yet. So But very nice looking A340. Why aren't you parked in the Lufthansa terminal? I am in the Lufthansa terminal. Look. Look. It's bloody on the... It's on the thing. It's the same thing that's on the bloody... On the tail. Mr. Kobe, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day, g'day. Sounds like the downstairs Dunny Lufthansa bespoke feature. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a bespoke feature. Just check in. Jesus. You guys are always on my back. But yeah. That was a test. Yeah. Yeah. That's what the policeman said too. Anyways. That's what the that's what the alien said too. Evil before he probed him. He said that was a test. And he passed. Anyways. Alright, let's get this thing up and running. Just have to bear with me when it comes to... It's an Airbus, right? But just have to bear with me when it comes to the EFB and stuff like that. Because I'm not really 100... Like, I bummed around with it trying to get it to sort of go. So, but it's sort of set in line here of what you should need to do. We don't worry about this thing up here where it says checklist. We don't even go there. But you can basically set, you know, if you want it to start cold and dark and stuff like that. So you could even set if you want the ground power.
And can we delay that about 30 seconds for Delta 202? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We do not allow delays here at Kennedy.
So,
can I get that recording of that sent to my email?
How's the dogs going? The dog's going good. Miss Fabian's got to go and have a big operation for an old girl. She's got to get some big cysts cut out because they're impairing her mobility. Poor old girl. I'm just dreading to do it because she is getting old. She's 11 now, so it's got Navigraph charts, which I don't really use in a flight sim. I always use my second screen, and then obviously we can load the sim brief, which we're going to do now. I hate to sit above the toilets. You reckon it's going to waft in through? Is that actually downloading? I hit download. It's not down. Is that actually working? Let's load that then. Oh, this is working really good. Let's reset this then. And then hit download. No, why is this not working? I swear I was just clicking that. You can download the active plan off via the MCU. Ah, that's right there. I can get it from there as well. All right, so let's do this first. Let's actually connect some power to the aircraft first. Hey, that might be the way to do things. Weight and balance, ATC. Let me find where these bloody things are that we need to be. Settings, counts, navigator. No, weight and balance. Then we do this one. No, that one. No, that one. No, credit, startup. It's got to be this one here. No, it's not that one. Not that one. Ground services. Well, you know, you'd think it would be under ground services, wouldn't you? All right, let's turn on external A and a B. And we will go upstairs and we will switch on the batteries. Actually, turn this up a little bit louder for you guys to hear. And pop these guys on. Cruise supply can go on. Let's do some navigation. There we go. So everything's starting to come. Good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Emergency lights can go on. Let's put on the old seatbelt signs. No smoking. That can go on. Navigation lights can go on. And we're going to put the logo on because, you know, it's just because we can. So that's all coming alive. And everything's starting to light up here. Very good. What else are we going to do? We're going to go to this guy here. As everything starts coming up. GBS primary loss, that's okay. Let's clear that. Let's see if we can go to... I've got to figure out how do we do this here. Preference, in it. Here we go. Can I turn these suckers up, or are they going to warm up? It might actually warm up. Let's request the flight plan. Does the plane come with both the new and the old engines? I've only been in one of them, and so far I can only see one lot of engines. But I don't know. I don't know if we got access to the full kit, so honestly, I'm not 100% sure. There is a manual and stuff they gave us, but I haven't read it as per usual. Because I haven't had the time to mess around with it, so... Let's go and align these guys here. Let's grab the wind. So it's just like every other Airbus. Do I have to? Just gonna leave it on the flight plan there. Let's go. That's going to do it. Think they just seem really, really dark. So let's turn those up. Let's turn these up a little bit. Let's turn him up. What else do we need to turn up? Turn him up all the way. All the way, all the way. Where's this one here? Where's that one? Turn him up. Turn the brightness of this dude up. Ah, it's that one. It's the outer knob. It's always the outer knob. There we go. It's always the outer knob. Where is the tray? The tray's here. There you go. I'll have the beef today, please. Oh, was the checklist? There was a checklist on here. There is. Auto brake max. There we go. We won't look at that. That's the best place for a checklist to be, where you're eating your lunch, in my my opinion. Cool. All right, that's all good. We're going to go down here and see if we can get some weight and balance to see. Oh, there we go. Upload. Better tell GSX to start loading the plane. Let's request the boarding. And actually, I am going to need to open up some doors before we do that, because I've got them all closed. Let's go to open. And the reason I had them on all auto before, but the thing is, I actually closed them because I found that the cargo doors, oh, now they're closed. So I don't know. Let's all open them up. There they go. And GSX made it open. Exit number 2 is, I'm sure it's probably one of these guys. I'm sure it's probably that one. Oh no, it's probably, oh, well, let's close that dude. And pushback tuck, no, both, thank you. And we'll get that one open up there. There we go. And that door should close now. What do you mean exit number 2? It is open. It's open. I think everything's open that just needs to be open. What else does it want us to open? Might be a GSX problem there. Mr. Sam, what's going on? Hello, good evening from New Zealand. What's going on? Import includes snakes on your flows. No, we don't want snakes on the flows. I don't know what's talking about. Let's just open up this side here. Just see if it's going to go away. I don't know why it would want me to open that one. Let's try door number. What's behind door number 3? It's not that one. Alright, I'm just going to bloody open all of them. And I'll just close them later. There we go. I don't know what they were whinging about. But they're all open anyway. So don't they normally board in the second door? I don't know. Obviously, the GSX profile there might not be one on here, so that could be the issue. But that one's closed, and I've opened all the other ones, so I don't know which door GSX was chucking a boner about. But you know, that's actually probably not the right thing to say. But anyways, alrighty. So let's go to a weight and balance. Let's apply the loads. Because I've got it to pick out of the sim brief, 422 passengers. I don't know if I need to do a quick refuel. Let's load these current values, plug them in. I'll go and have a look to see if they're in the performance later on. Oh, there we go. So I'd say fuel's actually in here. So if we go to init and then go downstairs here, all the fuel's actually been put in there. So that's interesting. So you load the flight plan through the, you don't have to grab the OFP. For somehow the OFP was on there, but the flight plan, you grab it from this and then, yeah, okay. Okay. And EDF, cool. And let's grab some runway information. So we'll need to tune family friendly. Hey, what's going on, Tony? Nice to see you live, Oz. What's going on, Legend? Hope you're doing well. Are you streaming tonight, fella? Or are you still a little bit underneath the weather? Looked like you got the lurgy from America by the sounds of it. Mr. Glenn FS, thank you very much for the 55
if it was a blind, the
months.
doors would open automatically during flight.
Yes, the old automatic button door trick. It's served Boeing very, very well when it comes to airplane sales, I believe, or maybe not. So, I thought once I started flying some Airbus, because look, we didn't fly Airbus for so long that, you know, some of this Airbus Boeing rivalry would disappear, but no, it hasn't. All right, I'm just going to get SayIntentions ready to do some ATC. We're going to grab the clearance in a second. Waiting for you to action to open exit 1. I reckon there's a problem with the old GSX on here. Let's go back to ground services. What's not open? Oh, okay. That one's open. They're all open. But thank you very much for the 55 months. I appreciate it. Where are we? We're at Frankfurt today. Frankfurt clearance. So this is Lufthansa 7766 Airbus A340. Can we please get our clearance IFR to Dublin? Thank you very much. I haven't used SayIntentions for like a week, so we'll see how she goes. I did do a quick update.
Lufthansa 7766, Frankfurt clearance clear to Dublin via the Oboka 3 Lima departure, expect runway 18. Initial climb to flight level 070. Departure on 118.505, squawk 4412.
Listen, mate, there's a time when to drop a Ken Lee. And the first thing I want to say about Ken Lee is I haven't heard Ken Lee for a week. And it still sounds as crap as what it did a week ago. But there's a time and place when to do Ken Lee. And Michael Jackson. There's time and place. And that's not to do it on the clearance request, please. Jesus. This is what I'm dealing with. Mr. E Drums, who are you? You've had a name change. You've had a bloody name change. You don't do it on the clearance. Clear to Dublin by the Bok 3 left departure. Expect runway 18. Initial climb up to 070. And departure frequency be on 118.505 and will squawk 4412. Lufthansa 7766. Apologies for the music in the background.
Lufthansa 7766, read back correct. 21.805 when ready.
Over the ground on 121.805, Lufthansa 7766. Actually, Chase, I was thinking of you today, and the reason why I was thinking of you today is because I watched a thing where they were doing a tour on YouTube of all the back sets of, like, in the buildings and stuff of Home and Away.
A very warm welcome aboard Lufthansa Flight 7766, departing from Frankfurt and destined for Dublin. We
Destined for Dublin.
take your seats as
She sounds like a real hoot.
Passes, ensuring that your hand luggage is stowed either in the overhead bins or beneath the seats in front of you. Should you require any assistance, please do not hesitate to contact any member of our esteemed crew, including myself, Victoria, along with my colleagues Klaus, Anya, and Matthias. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
So we're going at runway 18, which is expected, and we are going to do the which one it is? The up block 3 left. This guy here, and they didn't tell us what transition it's going to be, so we're just going to do that, and then we will just run with the numbers here. See what's going to happen. Should be fine. It will be fine. It will be fine. Cool. All right, so now we know where we are going. Let's get a performance, and it's got runway 18. So we're going to click that there, and we're going to compute, and then we've got all our information there. So I wonder if that's going to put it straight into the performance. I think it did, or not. No, I can uplink the data. There we go. Request it. Pop it in. Puts all the information in. Not allowed? What do you mean? Received? Uplink. There we go. It's all in there. All the information's in the flaps, up 2.7 and whatnot. So yes, it's a little bit different, but it's interesting. So let's go to 21.805. We'll just splash that guy there for the ground. We'll see how GSX is going with the old loading of the plane. We've got 54 out of 422. Holy we might be here a while. We might be here a while. Forget that the oh no, there's 60. Well, actually, won't take that long. The old girls take a little bit few more passengers than the old 7.3. So, Betty Big Bucks, what's going on? Turn up the loading speed. But the other thing is, I don't know if which I assume they will. But I haven't actually checked to see if the wing control stuff is actually working or not. So I'd say it will eventually, but I don't know if it's working now. GSX is insane with the loading. I can speed it up, but I don't know if you speed it up while they're actually loading, does it actually go any quicker or not? I don't think it's going to take that long to load anyway, so it should be pretty quick. So we can always start up an APU and all. Look, it's already on 70. Like, it did take long to go up to 20. So, you know, it is what it is. Maybe I should have started boarding, then went around and did a bit of a walk around on the actual plane. So yes, it does go quicker. Okay. So would it annoy you if I didn't move it quicker? Because you've requested me to move it up? Oh, geez, she looks like she's drunk there. Well, that reminds me, I think it's still open, guys. If you want to Don't make me do the MJ again later. If you guys, why we're taking so long to aboard the passengers, please go over to the 5-minute survey. Flight Sim Mods and Oz Flight Simmer have been nominated for the FS Weekend Awards. I'm not sure if that's actually still. Can you still actually do the survey? Oh no, it's closed. Voting's closed. Oh, you can't do it anymore. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh well, we'll see. We may get a we may get a name call out. We'll see. But these are the I thought I did some nice little cheeky little some different sort of there we go. That's the light there. Some sort of different views here. So we'll see. Look at that. That is a view. That is a view looking at those wobbly engines. So, but yes. Cool. We've got Gav over there. Someone's pulling out there. I think there's I saw an aircraft take off in SayIntentions a little bit before. So was that an unaccompanied minor boarding it? No, it was the parent walking in front. So all right, let's go and start the APU anyway. There's just so many fuel buttons. Do I have to do the aft XRF ones? What are they? Or I'm just going to be pressing all of them. Like, this is all you do is you just press fuel pumps on this thing. Like, it's massive. Let's just do them all. Let's just do them all. That's on there. Let's go and turn the beacon light on. Let's start the APU in a second. Have I got a view that I can put us out there? Here we go. That's chase plane, man. That's chase plane. See, we're already in the triple digits. Oh, there we go. That sounds pretty good. For an APU, that sounds really good. Man, that sounds better than... Oh, man, that sounds like that APU's got more grunt than some of the airliners, I tell ya. Holy cow. Those sounds... That's a good sounding APU. I'm not sure if that come through the stream. Hopefully it did. But yes. Brian says, I'll be at the award announcements dinner at FS Weekend. Looking forward to it. Well, I tell you what, if we don't get a mention, Mr. Brian, can you stand up and protest on behalf? You have permission, my friend. Throw the wine around. Pull the tablecloth off. There you go. Is there an A330 from I9 Builds? There is an A340 from I9 Builds, Gordon. Yes, there is. Yep. So, and it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. The APU sounds more powerful than the BAE 146 engines. They sounded, yeah. You bet I will. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Yeah. Big tantrum. Big tantrum, yes. But we've been nominated twice, so you can't chuck a darkie until like the second one, because if you chuck a darkie once we don't get the first one, and then if we actually somehow fluke and got a call out on the second one, you have to come back and accept the award for us, Brian. You could not like it's ever going to happen, but anyways, and someone's got to film it. That would be funny. All right, APU power. No, but I tell you what, it's such an honor to be nominated. That's the cool thing about it. So, alrighty, APU bleed can go on there. So that's all done. APU battery can go on, which I didn't flick before. 140 passengers. Oh, listen to those sounds, everybody. Holy cow. Listen to that. Dynamic sounds when you open up the door. Dynamic sounds. You can hear the air conditioning. That's pretty cool. Oops. Don't worry about the headset there. Oh, yeah, so they got headset function there. That's pretty cool. Very nice. All right, so we're just waiting for the packs to board. We're about a third of the way, so it won't take too much longer before we can get going.
658, runway 18, taxi via November 8, November.
Someone else is ready to push back. There was a few SayIntentions crowds here, so which is pretty cool. I don't know if they're flying with us or not. I don't think they were, but yeah. So far, this thing's pretty cool. But yeah, I need to go back and fly the INI builds one just to do a bit of a comparison. But yeah, I was praying and hoping that the A340 this wasn't going to be a dead beast, and it's definitely not a dead beast. So they've done all right with it. But yes, but this is pre-release, so there could be some bugs in here. Well, I do know there's a bunch of bugs in here because they are doing an update before they release it, and then they're going to be doing another update after they release it. I'm not sure if I meant to say that, but probably weren't. But you know, it is what it is. Is it available to buy? No, it's not released yet. This is a pre-release. The INI builds one is available to purchase. But this one's not. This one will be out soon. They haven't mentioned when it's going to be. They haven't mentioned the price. I did read somewhere, I think it was on FS Add-ons that did an interview, or it might have been FS Elite that did, or watched the live stream. I believe they said that the pricing is going to be in the same category as, say, the PMD 777. The Phoenix was. But yeah, they haven't really named an actual price exactly, and no release date, but will be soon. So I don't think you're gonna have to wait too much longer. So, but yeah, first really sort of major release of the year. So, and I think the Black Square Caravan's not going to be too far away from our friends at Black Square from Just Flight, and then also the Just Flight Fokker. So we've got a lot of stuff, and also the INI builds TriStar as well. So we've got a few things coming out. Oh, and the 737-700 too from PNDG. So we've got a bunch of airliners coming out as well. And I tell you what, this A340 gets me even more excited for the A300 B4 from Just Flight, which I think is going to be absolutely amazing. I have the A350, so this is not on my list. Yeah, it's Gav. This is more old school stuff. So, yeah. Tony says the L1011. Yeah, so the L101's old school, but I believe INI builds, when they release it, they're going to have different GPS options. But yeah, see, I didn't pick up the INI builds A350 only because it needed about 50,000 updates to get it to where it is at now. But it's not my type of aircraft, even though it's super iconic. Masterpiece of real world aviation. This is more my style. But then again, I'm waiting for the A220 from Cinenex or whatever their name is. So looking forward to that, because we have a bunch of those flying around in Oz already. So, but yeah, I like the A340s. I like the older school stuff. So this is right up my co-pilot. So. The INI builds has with the old CFM engines. Yeah, you got different engine classes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I do like the A340 from INI builds. I think they did a really good job with it. I was actually surprised, and I do like the old CRT screens on it. Why is there so much oil on my bloody jetway there? The A220 is delayed, won't hit till Q1. What do you mean Q1? We're in Q1 now. Are you talking about which financial year? Are you talking calendar year or someone's financial year? Because if you're talking Australian financial year, what are we in now? March. So we're in Q3 still. Mr. Betty Big Bucks. But it's Q1 for calendar year. All right, I can't have too far to go. They said they won't be there this month. This is the last month of Q1. Okay, so it's calendar month. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think it when I was Mr. Sunkill, I believe. I think when I was reading stuff before the end of the year that it wasn't planned to be out until like later, like at least mid to late 2026. Q1 2028 for Flight Sim. Do you know what though? I've just been thinking about this, and I was going to had a bit of a video idea going like where the freak has Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 gone, because we are a third of the way through March and we haven't had a developer live stream. Like every time I call Jorg, he just doesn't pick up the phone. Like where is Jorg and where's the peoples? They dropped the Sim Update 5 beta. No development live stream. Like, what is going on with the future of Microsoft Flight Simulator? The peoples want to know. So, yeah, we haven't had a development live stream. Well, I don't know if anything's been mentioned in the last couple of days, but what's going on? You know, are they just like, there's not as many people working for them or what? Where's, you know, they're just doing blog updates and there's like hardly any information in the blog updates. So, yeah, they've started working on 2028 already. I don't know. There's just like no information. There's just not much coming out. Like, understand usually the first couple of months, but hey, drop in a development live stream update and let's have a talk about the roadmap and stuff. But no, not much at all. So yeah, they've run out of money, so they are dropping support. Yeah. Well, you sort of think well, what's going on?
Contact tower on 118.78 choose.
You're sort of thinking like, what's going on? Because they usually get on with the what? Get on the what? There we go. We're still we've only just gone halfway, guys. I might put some tunes on in the background while we wait. But I was watching the other night. I had a late night when I was the other night. I was modeling some FS mod stuff. We've got so many projects on the go, and there was one night that I was modeling at 2 o'clock in the morning. Went to bed, and then I couldn't sleep. It was 3 o'clock. I got back up. And continued to work on CAD, so I did an all-nighter basically, and I caught a Microsoft Flight Simulator official live stream, which I never get to catch due to the time difference, right? So I caught one, and it was hosted by Speedy on that one. I don't know if Speedy normally does them or not because I don't get to watch them, but not the development live stream, just one of their flying live streams, and he said on that Sim Update 5 public release wasn't too far away. So I don't think it's like a long Sim Update at all, which would coincide with what they are planning to do, which is one Sim Update every quarter. So who knows? Who knows? But yes. I was, and then I went to bed at 6 o'clock that morning, Gav, and slept until... I think till 9. Mrs. Oz let me sleep until 9. It was sometime on a weekend or something.
Frankfurt Ground, this is Ryanair 243 requesting pushback and start.
I think that's Gav on the old SayIntentions.
Ryanair 243, pushback and start approved, face west.
I was good until about 1 o'clock, and then I got super grumpy because I was knackered. But yeah, so... Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. So if we compute, that's already in there. So the flex is going to be 70 VR. That's all in there. And we're going to be 2.7 on 2.7 up, I believe.
Face west, Ryanair 243.
Oh, I could just hear myself. Oh, it's already put it in there, has it? Nah, we might not be able to do that until we actually get some engines going. Was that you in the background, Gav? I think it was. Oh, he's in the Ryanair over there too. Cool, 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 cool. Hey, what's going on, Rumple Stilt Skin? Welcome to the stream. We're just waiting for some packs to get on board, and then we're going to be pushing back. So we've got another 150 to go. And we've got all the doors open for some reason. So, yeah. 150 to go, and then we'll be getting out of here. So, and we've got 4 lovely engines to start off with. So, you will need to calibrate your throttles with this. So, I'm actually using Cessna controls because I had some Boeing throttles in here and it was going all pear-shaped. So, you will need to do some sort of, and it's probably in the instructions, some sort of, with a lot of Airbus stuff, some sort of control configuration. So I've been lazy. I'm just going to manually slide them in the click spots. So, but that's one thing I did notice. So, but yeah, no development updates. Like, and their blogs have been super. Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. Oh, not 23. Might as well be 23. Like, their blog updates have been like nothing. Oh, there's a new update available. Oh, hang on. Is that the latest update? March the 5th. When did they do that? It was February the 13th. Oh, that's the old one. But look at this. That's their update. Weekly recap. We've had 2 releases this week. The first is Sim Update 16.1 from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Who cares? This is relatively a small update. And then the next update release was the beta test build for 2024. I actually didn't go and have a look at the hang on. I wonder if I can go in the forum update without doxing myself here. That warrants a video. There's not much in there. Oh, hang on. Yeah. And then you've got the actual beta release notes. And known issues, stability and performance, fixed sim crashing during boot when both frame generation and smart docking systems are enabled. General bug fixes. What have we got in here? General building, missing windows and doors. That's interesting. Fix issues that we're going back to at the home page from the Free Flight Plays Challenge page and activity page when focused on the wrong title. Added names of the airport parking lots and gates when hovering over them. Install performance and graphics. Fix broken rendering objects and ghost materials. Fixing rendering of VR controllers. Added support textures objects with ghosting aircraft updates. Fix Proline stuff. Flight systems, flight planner. A bunch of the EFB stuff. Aircraft gameplay, missions, bunch of airports, fixed wrong AKOs, traffic, virtual reality stuff is in there. Any career mode stuff, controls, peripherals, new controls, training, dev mode. It's all dev mode now. It's this update's actually a lot bigger than the previous one. There's a little bit in there, but yeah, nothing exciting. Anybody have issues with the new NVIDIA update? No, not. I just won't go and do a new NVIDIA update. I'll try not to as possible. Come on, man, let's go. Let's go. Oh, wrong button. We must be getting close by now. 318. Far out. Why do we need 422 people to board the plane? Like, seriously. I can't even see them. Now calling all passengers for the Airbus A340. We are now seating every row from row 1 to row 456. Everybody, don't worry about lining up. Just bash through the gates and let's make it snappy. Thank you very much for flying Lufthansa, and we wanted to start takeoff on time. Must be old people with walking frames. Yes. 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 Well, they always get on first. So. Paging all passengers. Get on board. Speed up the loading time. No, because you asked me to speed up the loading time, I'm not going to do it just to annoy you. Well, you know, on an everyday thing, this is probably how long it takes to board the plane anyway. This is like the flight to the Sunshine Coast. 5 wheelchairs and 10 Zimmer frames. Oh, come on, Betty. To the Sunshine Coast? When's the last time you've been to the Sunshine Coast, young fella? It's not the retirement capital of the world like you think it is. There's more young families up here than what there is old families. That's for sure. But because of that, I will board the plane one day with my Zimmer frame. Lufthansa 340-600 only had 387 people. Must be a city in the Dunnies. I was thinking it was quite large. It's obviously the GSX profile's not correctly working. Well, there is a SimBrief profile. So, was there ever an A340 from Aerosoft in FSX or P3D? I can't remember. Maybe it's grabbing like an old profile. Who knows? I bought enough YBSU flights in my time to know. Well, it's different now, my friend. It's different. It's not like it used to be. Hey, they're building a bigger international terminal now. It's all getting la-di-da. They're even doing a hotel up there too. And also we've got
ground. This is Ryanair 243 requesting taxi.
There we go. Gav's had enough. He's taxiing. The other thing is we're actually building rail now.
Ryanair 243, runway 18, taxi via November.
Rumpelstiltskin said, I've never had any problems launching the sim until I updated the March 2nd
runway
drop.
18, taxi via November 243.
On you, Gav. Yeah, I try to stay away from NVIDIA updates if possible and just stay on something that's good unless I'm having problems with one, and then I'll have to go and find one. But I generally go and ask a bunch of my friends what they're using. So Tony Sid Squadron is usually the first one I'll go and ask because I know that he updates them quite a fair bit. So I'll go and ask, but I go and ask a bunch of my friends what ones they're using. So Conti has the same GPU as me, so I ask him as well. So, but yeah. But yeah, I try not to. I found one that works with this GPU really well, and I've just stayed on it, so it seems to be good. So yeah, the older ones tend to be better. The train station will complete on the closing ceremony. Well, it's going through up the road from me as well, so hopefully I don't hear it. It's like a few K's away, so hopefully I don't hear it. But yeah, they're already clearing down different sections on the coast to start building it. So, but this thing's been in the works for the whole time. I've been up here, 20 plus years, and it's been in the works since I've been up here. So apparently A340's maximum class configuration is 475. I have no idea if anyone ever did that. GSX tried pushing me back into the terminal. Oh. Doesn't sound good. I may have picked the wrong GSX profile because their one was a high profile and a economy profile. So I'll probably pick the one that had the most amount of passengers. So, but yes. Where's Gav? He's gone. There he goes. The old Lufthansa's off he goes. He's got the double because he's using good old friends over at SayIntentions. Oh, I actually forgot to turn on the there's an update I needed to do with it, but I'll wait till next time. How is this aircraft, Mr. Ryan? I haven't flown it yet, so we're just about to push back. So, but so far so good. Looking forward to getting her in the air. Oh, look at that for a view. The big views. Big wing views there. We've got another 32 passengers to go. Then we'll close the doors and we'll call pushback straight away. Shane, did you find the dunnies though? We did find the dunnies. They were downstairs. Saki's dungeon. Yep. Yep. There's a big sign there that says, "Don't come knocking when the dunnies are smelling." Saki's lair. Yeah. Is it a full study level? I believe so, Ryan. I believe so. You are delayed by 53 minutes. Yeah, that's nothing new. Sorry, what was that? I'm doubling. Hey, you're doubling. Yes. So when you have SayIntentions, because you're on Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer and SayIntentions, you can see your aircraft twice. So you're doubling. Don't worry, I'll be doing the same if people are looking at me. So 22 packs to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the boarding crew. Just paid you the last 22 passengers. There's $5 scratchies up for grabs for up to the second last passenger. So if you're the lucky last passenger to board, you are going to get a scratch, a nothing, and a kick up the backside. Thank you very much, Flying Lufthansa. Seems appropriate. Doubling to Dublin, yes. Yeah. Hope the Tollers brings the A380 at a study level. But you've got the fly-by-wire A380, which is a magical piece of machinery. I've never flown it. But after watching everybody else fly and Simblitz's video the other day, which I still haven't left a comment on there yet, you got the free one. I don't think... There was a bunch of people that had attempted to do the A380 and they couldn't do it because the development took so long they couldn't get a return on investment for it. So the only way that it was able to be developed was by a third-party freeware community event. Because there was a bunch of companies that tried it, they couldn't do it because of such a long time frame on the development. So... you know, it's hard to pay wages and keep companies afloat when you don't have any products coming out because it's taking a super long time to develop them. So I guess that's the only reason why we saw Fly-by-Wire do it. It was done for free. All right, all passengers are boarded. Let's close these doors. And I've got to do it all manually because I've got it set on manually. I can hear the doors closing, so hopefully you guys can hear that as well. So you can actually hear them closing just like as you would when you're on the plane. What gate are we? You got a number? Do we have a good number? We've got A58. I think we're on A58. Where are we? Frankfurt. Frankfurt ground. This is Lufthansa 7766. We're at gate Alpha 58 ready for pushback. Yeah, get that. You're looking forward to the Phoenix Neo?
Lufthansa
Yep.
7766.
Absolutely.
Ground,
Anything from Phoenix.
Approved, face west.
Pushback approved at face west, Lufthansa 7766. Yeah, anything from the Phoenix team is going to be amazing. And also, they'll probably end up doing an update to the A320 group. So, let's prepare for the pushback. All right, guys, we're actually going to get out of here. Thank you very much for patiently waiting.
Ryanair 243, contact tower on 118.78. Guten Flug.
Guten Flug. Just walking out there. can't wait to start these engines.
Contact tower 118.78, Ryanair 243.
Ryanair 243, go ahead. I'll just be ATC for Gav. No worries. I want the mud on the windscreen on the Phoenix for Sim Update 5. Bloody annoying VR. You want the mud off. Are we connected here? Let's go. We're going to push back with the nose to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome aboard Lufthansa Flight 7766, departing from Frankfurt and destined for Dublin. We anticipate an estimated flight time of approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for our frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pulling the strap to tighten. The seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position and ensure window blinds are opened for takeoff and landing. Mobile
He doesn't look like he's got a care in the world, this guy.
must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking, including the use
Massive
of
wings on
e-cigarettes,
this thing.
is strictly prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if required. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat or
Look at
between
that
the
wing.
seats.
That is one of the best
To put
views
it on,
in
pull it
aviation,
over your
right
head,
there.
fasten it, and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children are available. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. There are 4 exits on this aircraft, located at the front, middle, and rear. The nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation, please leave all personal belongings behind.
There we go.
And follow all safety instructions from the crew immediately. If a power bank or any electronic device becomes unusually warm or emits smoke, please inform a member of the crew immediately. The safety information card in the seat pocket contains all details. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Can you guys hear the rumble? There's a bit there. We're just going to tell GSX we've had a good engine start so they can bugger off. A very strong German accent. Yeah, it's fitting, isn't it? It's very bright in Frankfurt today. All right, this one we should get a good view of the engine start from the PAX window on this one. Watching for flames? I don't know about that. Inspector, guten Tag, everyone. 57 months. It's surely worth a free shot at Ken Lee. Well, you could try. You could try to see if Ken Lee.
57 months.
You could try.
It's surely worth a free shot at Ken Lee.
You could give it a go. It might let you do it. Maybe later. Roger, I getcha. All right, so we are going to do... What are we doing? Flaps 3. Really? Flaps 3? Let's listen to them. Oh, there we go. It's a better view. Oh, look at the slats on this baby. Oh, look at him. Look at those slats. Oh, I love a big wing. What else are we doing? We're up like 2 point something. What are we? 2.7. It's just so bright. Where's the friggin' thing? Oh, it was already on it anyway. It was already on it. I didn't need to touch a thing. Cool. Cool. All right, after an hour and 27, we're ready to actually fly. I think what is it? What's our runway we're going to? I've forgotten. It's been that long. We are going to runway 18. Cool. Frankfurt ground. This is Lufthansa 7766. We are pushback and ready to taxi to runway 18.
Lufthansa 7766, runway 18, taxi via November 8, November.
Taxi to runway 18 via November 8 to November. Lufthansa 7766. I've been waiting here an hour to use the the underfloor loo. Sorry about that. We've got to do something here. Are you ready? Oh. Oh, look at that. How good does that look? Oh, if that doesn't get your socks off, I don't know what would. All right, let's get out of here. Finally going. Alrighty, we're gonna do some checks here. Cabin's check. Spoilers are gonna be armed. That's armed. Flaps takeoff. Auto brake is set to RTO. Rightio. Where's the freaking auto brake to RTO on this thing? Does anybody know how to set the auto brake on this thing? There we go. It's just to press the button. And config tests. Yeah, I've just got to watch that I'm not going into reverse. And we've got, there we go. feel like I need to be sitting zoomed back a bit more. When do you guys think the plane is coming out? Soon. The old flight sim soon. Hey, Evil, 50 months. Thank you, Mr. Evil.
Looks thinking it will be old timers with 50 months of drop their shenanigans. Looking forward to lots more _ drop those Evil.
I'm lost. Alright, we're doing a right-hander here. Looks like I'm with the old timers of 50 months. The drop air shenanigans. Looking forward to lots more. Thank you, Mr. Evil. Can't believe it's been 50 months for you, my sir. Looks like we're going all the way down here. Actually, I think this has had an update. This airport has had an update, but I haven't actually done the update. It's still performing all right. Thank you, Evo. Appreciate it. Always get the flyby camera in the wrong friggin' spot.
Good grief, I don't have a life. Lol.
No, and when you reach 50 months, you're still not going to have a life. But thank you very much, Mr. Aaron. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the 50 months or 49 months. One more month and your life is going to be still no life, just like mine. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so it's getting some stutters. I think that's the airport. Got some wind flex happening there. Probably a little bit too much.
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 4 Charlie Tango, request taxi to the gate.
Oh, we had someone fly in. Very nicely done. Taxi cam.
Lufthansa 4 Charlie Tango, taxi to Terminal 1 gate.
I don't know how to turn it on.
Mike 23, Mike 30, hold short of runway 07 center, then Lima 17, Lima, November 5. Good day.
I forget where to turn it on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the old taxi cam. There we go. Got to get my wheels on the line.
Taxi to Terminal 1 gate. Alpha 23 via Mike 23, Mike 30, hold short runway 07 left. Then Lima 17, Lima, November 5, Lufthansa 4 Charlie Tango Heavy.
The way that my throttles are set up is not good. I've like got that much of throttle to play with from going from sitting on idle because I haven't calibrated it to toga, so it's going to be interesting. No, yeah, it's because I didn't adjust the throttle.
07 center, then continue taxi via Lima 17, Lima.
Yes, get back to work, Mr. Aaron. You've got to pay for those cruises, my friend. So let us know in the chat from what you can see so far. Do you think the Aerosoft A340, the Aerosoft / Tollers, is a yes or a no?
Then continue Lima 17.
Without knowing
Lima,
what the pricing is going to be.
Tango Heavy.
Might have to brake check myself here. We're starting the speed. So the dude that's taxiing in on SayIntentions, he's just over here. No, hang on. There he's there. So he's not flying with us, but he's on SayIntentions. So, which is super nice. On the Skynet system. Looks interesting, and needless to say, miles better than the A340. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to see that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nah, it's not going to pull out. How do I check the cabin? Might not be. I don't know how we check it. Is there like a cabin switch that we check? I don't know. Oh, there we go. You can have that down there. Ah, that's cool. Why the hell am I getting Microsoft Flight Sim ATC interface if all my ATC assistants are off? I have no idea. Maple Leaf, what's going on? It's definitely better than the A330 that was on launch. That's interesting if they were actually switched off, Gav. Sorry about the taxi, guys. I honestly haven't set my throttles up properly for this yet. It's Mr. Lobster. 67 watching already and you have not taken off. I know. We're getting our money's worth out of the taxi for sure. Alright, looks like here's runway 8 or 18.
Lufthansa 7766, contact tower on 118.78, safe flight.
Very cool. Over to, sorry, Lufthansa 7766 over to tower. On... Hang on, not even in the right spot. I'll just disregard that call. That was so bad. Let's just go over the tower.
7766, contact tower on 118.78.
Over the tower on 118.78, Lufthansa 7766. Oh, okay. Alright, that was atrocious. Hey, Hudson, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Frankfurt Tower, this is Lufthansa 7766. We're holding short at November for runway 18 departure. I didn't have the taxi lights on. Strobe light can go on. Runway Canberra.
Lufthansa 7766, heavy Frankfurt Tower, runway 18, winds 210 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 18, Lufthansa 7766. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's hopefully we don't balk the takeoff for the first one. Hope you're doing well, Huddy. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, we were already chronoing, weren't we? There we go. We'll just do it again. I can't complain, but I might be complaining in a minute when I stuff up this takeoff for the first time in the pre-release of the Aerostar 340. Cabin check is all the buttons on the overhead. I will say this, the cabin roll on the aircraft makes it feel like it's a heavy aircraft. Oh, what a how good was my lineup, everybody? That was pathetic. I'm just waiting for Lobster to get ahead of us. Is this the second flight? This is the no. We're just doing one and done. We had to wait for 444 people to board the flight. That was, look, actually, it doesn't look bad from that angle. All right, let's go.
Hey mate, been waiting since the start to press this on takeoff. Did not think it would take 100 minutes.
Hang on, I'm busy, Brett, for your smart-ass remarks. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. We were just dragging out the departure a little bit. Engine levers are not set, really? Oh, here we go. That rotation felt a little bit funky though.
Lufthansa 7766, contact departure on 118.505.
Over to 118.505, Lufthansa 7766. Oh, that does look good though, Benny. Be interesting to see what the frames are actually. Frankfurt departure, this is Lufthansa 7766 just passing through at flight level 6.2 on our way to 7.
Lufthansa 7766, heavy Frankfurt departure identified. Climb flight level 100, turn right heading 240, vectors to Zame up, then on course.
Climb flight level 100, turn right heading 240, vectors to Azumba, then on course 7766. The wing flex doesn't look very buttery. Yeah, it's just, it was frames then. I'd be interested to see.
7766, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250 Lufthansa 7766. The frames weren't that good, but I don't know if it was the airport or it was the aircraft. So we'll obviously need to have a bit of a mess around with that and see. Once we're cruising to see how they are. They look buttery, a bit buttery now compared to what they were. I do know at Frankfurt there is an update that I haven't done, so...
Lufthansa 7766, contact Langen radar on 132.155.
Over to a Langdon radar on 132.155, Lufthansa 7766. So they look a lot better there. So it was low frames when we were coming out of the airport there. Holy cow, we're pitching up. Look at this. 4.8. We're going up. Trying to get some wing flex views for you guys. A lot better now. The 340 does, the wing and the engines on the 340 like shake around and move around like nothing else in the real world, so.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will commence shortly, and we thank you for your patience. On behalf of Lufthansa, we wish you a delightful journey ahead.
Cabin crew, seatbelt signs are off. Prepare for service.
Climb flight level 290.
Climb flight level 290, Lufthansa 7766. Actually don't
Ladies
even
and gentlemen,
know if I've got cabin
we are
crew
now
on.
cruising at an altitude of 11,759 feet. The seatbelt sign has been turned off, and you are now free to move about the cabin. We will commence our service shortly, and we appreciate your patience.
There's an
Should you
update I've got to
require
do
any
for chase
assistance,
plane as well. This
please
is what
do not
happens when you
hesitate
haven't
to
simmed
ask
for a
any
week.
member of our esteemed crew. Thank you for your attention.
Have you seen Lufthansa 100th anniversary livery? It looks nice. No, I haven't.
Radar on 133.46.
At least they're not into trees. Well, you know, that still may happen. James says, anyone remember the Aerosoft Airbus X extended on FSX? I think I've actually got it in a case somewhere here. Contact London radar on 113.46, Lufthansa 7766. Out of TXXFR in progress. What does that mean? Is that those ones? If I can clear it, let's not worry about it. No, we can't clear it. I assume that's what something to do with those. Because that's TK. That's those ones there, so I'd say it's transferring something. Wing is no real. What does that mean? Wing is no real. I speak good English, but not that good English. So the rotation was a bit funny, but mind you, there's a couple of things to take in consideration with that. One is I did it nearly 20 knots past the rotation point. And the other one is I'm using the AB9 from Moser, and I don't actually have a profile for an A340 or a large Airbus airline. I've only got them for the A320, so I've got a 777 profile in here. So I don't know if that's going to be, you know, relevant to how it should handle. So that might have something to do with how the rotation was, because it felt pretty light. Think about the wing flex. Yeah, the wing flex, I would say, is probably a bit much. It feels like it's been turned up a bit. I wonder if there's in the EFB in the settings that I can mess around with. But probably something that I'll muck around with off air. I am zoomed in a fair bit though. So I don't know, like we are zoomed in a fair bit. So I don't know if that's accelerating, not accelerating. What's the word I'm thinking of? Exaggerating the wing flex. Maybe, maybe not. I think there's a wing flex setting in the EFB. Yeah. When does the beauty come out? Soon. Soon. I believe there's another beta update before they release. So, but I can't imagine it being too far away. Moser needs to do a left-hand stick. Yeah, there's a third-party company, Evil, that already does it. So I actually have the Airbus stick on the left-hand side using the Moser right one. To be honest, it's still very, very comfortable because when you're flying in an Airbus, right, you don't use the stick much. You actually don't use the stick much, so it doesn't really bother me too much. But yeah, so if they released, I don't know, a right stick for, sorry, a left stick for say $100, would I buy it? Probably not. I just use the one that I've got. Inspector says, I'm flying for the first time. I thought I saw you in the sim before, you dirty dog. I meant that in the nice possible way. Yeah, too much wing flex. Flying computer doesn't like its stick touch too much. Yeah. You just don't use it much at all. All right. Time to go. Time to go and make a quick cup of coffee. We are going up, and I've got to... not that there's much to do on the printers this week. It's pretty slow over in the mods world, but feel free to go and check out Flight Sim Mods while we're over there. You might find something you want personally signed by me. Oh, now I'm getting desperate. Anyways, I'll be back. Just got to go and check on a few things and grab a cup of coffee. So, coffee at 9 p.m. You're hardcore? No, that's normal, my friend. I'll have another coffee at 11 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe I drink too much coffee. It just doesn't have the effect on me. I don't know. But yes. Anyways, I'll be back. Won't be long.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy our delightful selection, including our renowned pretzels and refreshing beverages. Following the service, selected items from the Lufthansa shop will be available for your perusal. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Looks like I messed up some of my spot views, so sorry about that, guys. Alrighty, that's bad timing. I've got to duck back out to the machines again because they're actually all on cooldown at the moment. Did we get a radio call to go up? 290. All right. I swear we're going up to flight level 40. Contact 133.46. We'll just do another call because I'm not sure if they actually got there. Langdon radar, this is Lufthansa 7766. We're currently at flight level 290. Angry Zebra says my game just loaded in.
7766, Langen radar identified. Good afternoon.
See if he's going to put us up a little bit higher. We are already in the air. Yes, we are. Roach, we're at flight level 29, so we're flying to the plan. We're just past it, so he might actually get us to go up higher. Shit, did I just pop the gear down? No. Ah, see? Shadow goes across. There we go. Climb flight level 400, Lufthansa 7766. Alright, going up. I like the speed of the MIP panel knobs are good. Look at all those numbers from all those 4 engines. And we're going up. That view's gone nasty. There we go. I might have to change that. That's meant to be a light view. Getting a bit of turbulence as well. So far, so good. We'll have to see how we plan for our descent too, because I'm not sure how that goes. Have I lost a pixel? Or was that spit on my screen? No, that's spit on my screen. Woo! I'd rather have a dirty screen than a screen's losing pixels. That's for sure. Too much information. And Mr. Sid Squadron, going back to your question before, half the time I don't even finish my coffee because it goes cold. I just chuck it out. So the coffee that I just replaced before, I only drank half of it. So pretty much the milk part on top. More than yesterday. Can't believe tomorrow's the 11th already. Close your mouth when you talk. What do you mean close my mouth when I talk? My missus warmed her coffee cup up in the microwave. Yeah. Evil's actually sent me a thing for a little coffee warmer thing on here. But I've never picked it up. I have carbonated drinks getting cold by getting a little hot plate drink warmer, hey? I have a carbonated drinks getting... I assume that's what he's mean. I don't spit on the screen. The problem is for me is that I work in 2 rooms. So we've got FS Mods in the next room and all the Oz Flight Simmer stuff here. And my main desk is here. So I'm like... How I split most of my day up is... Contact Dutch Mill on 120.83 Lufthansa 7766 is a majority of my morning is anything to do with flight sim mods, and then the afternoon and evening is all Oz Flight Sim. It's basically how I split things up. So I could be building products, shipping products, admin stuff, maintenance, it could be whatever. So in the morning I'm like moving from here to there, here to there, here to there, here to there. So So that's where a lot of the cold coffee comes from. Dutch Mill, this is Lufthansa 7766. We're currently passing flight level 36.9. Forget the cabbage. We have a Guinness in Australia on that St. Pat's Day. St. Pat's Day is not too far away. It's not too far away, is it? Yeah, St. Pat's Day is celebrated in Australia. I think people just jump on the bandwagon to get drunk, so it's the Aussie way. But we do have a lot of Irish, or people think they're Irish, on St. Pat's Day. It's not like a busy sort of day, but it's definitely celebrated in Australia. So for me, I'll probably miss it. I won't even know. What day is St. Patrick's Day in Australia in 2026? I don't know if it's on the same day each year. The 17th of March. I knew it was close. There we go. He's going to get some contrails in a second. So the 17th. Also, that reminds me, ladies and gentlemen, because we've had a couple of members. If you are a member over on our Twitch or our YouTube, so subscriber on Twitch, just like Saki is, or a member over on the YouTubes. My apologies, I haven't done any of the YouTube stuff. I've had a few things going on in the last couple of weeks, but we have got our 4th biannual giveaway on. This one we're doing actually a Flight Simmer Mods product of someone's choice. So we've done a Just Flight voucher, a Contrail voucher, an I9 Builds voucher, and now we're doing a Flight Simmer Mods product. You just got to jump over to the post section in our YouTube and drop in a comment in there to be eligible and also be a member. So we do that every couple of weeks. I did miss, we should be on giveaway number 5, but I did miss it because I missed last week. So apologies for that, but number 4 is on its way, and I've shortened the time frame so we can get on to giveaway 5. So yeah, so if you want to win some, I don't even think anybody dropped in a comment so far. So either you think FS Mods products is shit or you haven't read the message. Either one, it's there anyway. So, and I think it finishes this week, so I can get the second one out on time. So I'm running it for a week instead of 2 weeks. So there you go. I still have the keyboard tray for the honeycomb yoke I won it from last year. Did you ever use it? Mr. E. Drummond, what was your name previously? I'm sorry I asked that before, but if you mentioned it, I missed it.
Contact Amsterdam radar on 118.805.
Over to Amsterdam radar on 118.805, Lufthansa 7766. What's going on, boss man? Ah, Mazda. There we go. Yeah, I get you. I think you told me that on the last stream, but I forgot. Amsterdam radar. This is Lufthansa 7766, flight level 400.
Lufthansa 7766, Amsterdam radar identified. Good afternoon.
So top of descent is 42 minutes away, so we've still got a fair bit of time for the cruise. I don't know what's going on with the contrails. They want to kick on, but they don't. Yeah, you had a pretty husky voice on Sunday stream. It was getting, and obviously Sunday stream for Sid Squadron. Sorry, I'm so bad for this. I think Tony's Tony on this one. But he was on the front page over on Twitch. So it was a big day. I actually forgot he was on the front page, so I joined his stream at his normal time, and he'd already been going for 4 hours. So I think Tony ended up doing like an 8-hour stream, and he didn't sound too well on the stream. So kudos to Sid Squadron for pushing through. So, yep. I bet you when he was on his trip to the US, I bet you the only thing he could think about was, damn, I wish I could drive the Yaris. I reckon that's the only thing he missed. He didn't miss us, didn't miss the family, didn't miss the dog, but he missed the Yaris. I reckon he missed the Yaris. Oh, we're doing a turn, are we? Oh yeah, thank you very, very much for asking about me, boss man. yeah, I'm doing fine, my friend. I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. Oh, here we go. Perfect time for a Ken Lee on that note. There you go. You get a flyby and a Ken Lee. There you go, you feel better now. Thank you very much. I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it. Just it's getting warm in here. 26 degrees. I tell you what, it finally stopped raining. So if you guys aren't, any of you guys aren't a Queenslander, it's been absolutely raining non-stop for 3 days. But it stopped. It stopped today. But it's been non-stop. I haven't watched the news because I'd probably be talking about... I need like an eagle or something. Something a bit more romantic to suit the aircraft instead of a friggin' rooster. Like, you know, something a bit more elegant than a friggin' rooster ready to get up for a day of roostering. Shane starting the engines. Do you know what? That actually sounds like Tony's starter motor on the Yaris. That's what that sounds like. You know, when you've got someone that's got a starter motor that's just playing. Oh.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
That's the reason why he invaded. Because they're eating the dogs and cats, apparently. Anywho, let's move on. I'll just drop a little crumb and just move on from that one. But yeah, remember when you hear someone's starter motor playing up and it just goes... Rrr? Yeah. That sound like a flooded car? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the sound I was going for. I think I need to improve. These are nice views, but I think I just need to do some better ones. Oh, time for politics? No, we've moved on. I just sprinkled the... It was Evil's fault. He dropped the cats. Starter motor missing teeth. Yep.
Lufthansa 7766, contact Dutch Mill on 125.93.
Over to a Dutch Mill on 125.93. Lufthansa 7766. Actually, I did my work experience as a kid. What's the word? Rejuvenating. I can't think of the word. I have any memory fart, but car alternators is what I did for work experience. Pull them all apart, clean them, put new brushes in and all that sort of stuff, put them all back together, test them. It's pretty easy to rebuild a starter motor. That's what I did for when I used to be apprentice mechanic back in the day. Good old 80s, the joy of trying to get a old carb engine to fire up in winter. Absolutely. A little trick what we used to do, I used to race go-karts. I was quite up there in the go-kart thing back in the day. And what we used to do, because obviously before they all got technical and started putting the computers on the engines and stuff like that, I was racing them back in the day when you just manually wound them up while you're driving, you know, put the oil into the fuel that way. But anyways, what we used to do on the air intake, when you're going down a long straight that had an air pin, when you smash the brakes on, what we actually used to do is there used to be 2 holes on the air inlet, and we used to put our hand over the top, so then the carb and the engine would get a bunch of fuel in there and no air. And then when you take it off and put your foot down out of the hairpin, you get a boost. Because you could do stuff back then. Because you didn't have computers. So you could manipulate the engines with all sorts of manual ways that you can't do now. So they're one of the tricks that we used to do. And we used to paint the wheels, the tires, with fuel because it makes them stickier. We got better traction. And then the buggers brought in tire testers. They brought in these little machines that they put a bead on the tire, and it could tell if you were putting we used to call it tire paint, but it was basically just fuel. You put fuel on the rubber and it softens it up. Like, gives you like qualifying tires for like 2 laps. It was great. Is that what Merck was doing on the weekend with Russell putting his hand over the carb inlet? Yeah. Yeah, so basically with those ones there was just an air inlet that it didn't have a filter, but just the way the hole went in is to just filter so nothing goes in, and it just goes into the butterfly carb right there. And you just got the throttle full flat, carbs all the way open, and just put your hand over it and let it go. I was watching a race and going, what's all these people doing? Then I realized what they were doing, and then I wasn't doing it, and I jumped in and go, oh, that's what it does. So, yeah. That was, when was that? That was going back into the late 90s. Late 90s when I was racing go-karts. Like, I used to race them all over Victoria. Westgate had a big go-kart track. I'm not sure if it's still there. I used to race them in Geelong, Bendigo, Ballarat. Bairnsdale used to have a place once a year where we used to race on the streets. Or Bensdale. All sorts of places I used to race back in the day. There's some other there's other tracks I've raced on, but I can't remember them. Friggin' expensive sport to be in. Especially when you're tall and big, maybe sort of carrying a little bit more weight than some of the little midgets. They all had to add lead, because there was a weight limit that you had to have, like a minimum weight limit. So you'd find all these people would have lead bolted underneath the seat, which would help their center of gravity, which would be better for mechanical grip. But no, not Ozflight Simmer, because he was big and fat. I couldn't put any lead on my car, on my cart. I still don't know what that is.
Captain and First Officer. Would you care for a drink or perhaps a small snack? I must say our catering is so good, even the peanuts have a royal flair.
Do you have any throat lozenges for our friend Tony on seat 27B? You could use some. Other than that, we're fine up in the cockpit. Thank you.
Understood, Captain. I shall retrieve some fruit lozenges for our esteemed passenger in seat 27B now.
There you go. Throat lozenges over to maybe throw him a COVID test as well. Does anybody do that anymore?
Understood, Captain. I shall bring a COVID test along with the fruit lozenges for our esteemed passenger in seat 27B.
Oh, imagine all the looks. Imagine you're sitting on a plane and the attendant brings over a COVID test. Everyone would just be looking at you. But does anybody actually do that stuff anymore? Or you just, everybody has COVID these days and we just call it a cold now. Times have changed the last couple of years. Like, I've got a big nose, so I sneeze a lot, right? I just sneeze and I get allergies, dust, hay fever, all that sort of stuff. So it was always interesting, and like I have loud sneezes. You guys probably have heard some over the years on the streams, but for anybody that's got a loud sneeze or sneezes a lot during COVID, always an interesting thing. You do a sneeze and everybody's
Captain,
just like
I have procured
spreads.
the fruit lozenges and the COVID test for our esteemed passenger in seat 27B. I shall deliver them promptly. Is there anything else you require from the cabin? Also, I must say our coffee may not be fit for royalty, but it certainly keeps us awake.
Actually, I'll have some coffee, please. Make it 16 shots. That'd be great. Let's see if she says anything about how much coffee I'm drinking.
Understood, Captain. I shall bring your coffee with 16 shots promptly.
16 shots! Holy cow. Just inject it in. Alright, so we got 36 minutes to top of descent. This flight that we're doing today is an hour and 39 minutes, so it's a little bit longer than we normally do. We were only ever doing one flight today, but I didn't mean for the takeoff to take so long. Good think co-pilot is on board. I don't think I've got my co-pilot in SayIntentions today. I don't know if I've got one set. Because I don't have a channel. I don't think I've got a channel set for him. Do we have a co-pilot?
Yes, I am here.
Hey, there's coffee here. The coffee... No way. There was no coffee cups here before. So they pop up in crews. They were not here before. That's a cool little thing. Put the old foot warmers on. They weren't here. They weren't there before. Apologies, my co-pilot friend. I didn't ask if you wanted a coffee, but looks like you've got one there. What sort of coffee do you drink?
I prefer a strong black coffee. Keeps me focused.
This is an Airbus we're flying. You don't really need to focus too much, do you? Sorry, everybody.
Even with an Airbus, focus is key. Let's keep things smooth.
Just like your real life coffee, it's
Captain, I'm
now
preparing
cold.
your coffee with 16 shots now. I must say, with that much caffeine, you might just fly us to the moon. I'll be back shortly.
Fly me to the moon. Give me some more coffee shots. I'll see what she says to that. Hey,
Understood, Captain. I shall bring your coffee with 16 shots promptly.
Did you see, Tony, we sent some COVID tests and lozenges over to you. One MJ. No, you can't do MJ's not gonna work. You better not have clipped that. Like I do that. I do these things on. Inspector. This is what I've got to put up with. MJ. Sounds better than the alternative. What do you mean, the alternative? I told you many, many times I could have signed record deals with my voice. Could have, but I decided to do something for the community and follow my passion of flight simming. See, some people have talents there, but not everybody wants to use their talents because it's not their passion. Music and singing is a massive talent. I was told I would go further than anybody's ever gone before, but I decided it wasn't my passion. So I decided to do flight simming and do a YouTube channel for 10 years that no one watches, because that was my passion, instead of signing a multi-million-dollar record deal like no other. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll be happy to fly to the moon if you keep me singing. He actually did sing How I Met My Wife, but I still don't sing for people online. Ooh, really? Yeah, that's interesting. But yes, you got to take the good with the bad. Could have been, you know, I could have had millions of fans around the world, been rich, bunch of different cars,
Captain, here is
couple
your
of different
coffee
mansions.
with 16 shots. I must say, with that much caffeine, you might just be flying us to the moon. Is there anything else you would like while I'm here?
Negative, Ghost Raider. We're good. So could have had all those things, but yes,
Copy, Captain. All is well in the cabin.
I gave it all up for the pursuit of flight simming streaming. Ange, what's going on? Welcome for the stream. I would sign up Shane, but I drive trucks and I have no say. There we go. See, Ange knows when there is talent in the room. Thank you very much. Inspector says, I sang in a band. She played the sax and the flute. There we go. There we go. Not only is he the man of Australia, because he, you know, meets Albanese in his spare time, but he's a singer. Another 16 shots, absolutely. You need some what? Hobnobs with the what's that, boss man? What's hobnobs? Is that like a South African thing? Like, I had one person that I worked with, and they wouldn't go, biscuits. They wouldn't go nuts with the coffee, but they'd go nuts with the sugar. They'd have like 6 sugars in their coffee. And like, man, you might as well just go and buy an iced coffee. It tastes better. They would just go nuts. Has anybody had a friend that just like goes nuts on the sugar? Like, if you had 6 sugars in your coffee, you wouldn't taste your coffee. But that's what he used to do. I remember there was one time I had to order him a coffee and me a coffee, and when I picked up the coffees, they didn't write on the coffee, and they didn't tell me which one had 6 sugars, because some places will ask you how many sugars you want, and they'll mix them in for you. And I remember having a taste of his coffee and go, oh, that tastes like crap. It's like a warm milkshake. It's disgusting. I'm not sure what's going on with the contrails there. They seem to be wanting to start, they're not start. So I don't know. I've got to fix that for you. That's too low. I'll do that later on. So we've got a few people flying around at this time. because Europe's quite active. But I'm going to have a look at the... So we're just about to... Oh, there we go. We're just over the mainland here of the UK. So we're gone over Germany, over Belgium, and then yeah, so we're just over the UK, but I'm just gonna have a look, see if I can see anybody. It's actually on SI. See who's lurking around here. It's actually a bit low. There's not many people on, but 156 on Skynet. Where are we? There we go. We've got a few. So this is me here. And we've got a few people online. So the ones that are in purple are the ones online that I'd actually see them. These people here are online, but they're not using Skynet, so they're using injected traffic. I've got my ejected traffic turned off, sorry. So just like doing sort of VATSIM, same sort of thing. So, but it's still pretty early. What time is it in the UK? It's probably about lunchtime, isn't it? Got a bunch of people at Heathrow. But Europe's starting to spark up a little bit on SayIntentions. No one's flying in Iran, of course. Just like the real world. Unless you're dropping bombs. I mean, Volanta and I see lots of online in this region all the time. Yeah. Like, there's a fair bit, but I find with SayIntentions at this time of the day when it is super early in the US and that part of the world where there's a obviously large chunk of people that do flight sim, and it's getting sort of later in there for like Asia or Australia and stuff like that, that it's give it another say few hours, there'll be a lot more people on SayIntentions. Not sure if you get Vic Vites hobos in Oz. Royal digestive biscuits is an alternative. Digestives, are they the same as the digestive? They're just digestive biscuits. They don't do nothing for your digestive systems. They're just digestive biscuits, because we have those in Oz. They're called digestives, and you can get them with chocolate on top or just by themselves. I actually don't mind them. I think they're alright. Yeah, for some reason I stuffed up, guys, and I put my spot view to some stupid view. Actually, I might have... Yeah. I stuffed up. I bound my spot view onto something else. That's them? Yeah, so we've got them. Yeah, I stuffed up. My spot view's being bound to something else. I got a bunch of views buggered up. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that though. See, my spot view doesn't even actually delete for my drone view. Hang on. Yeah, so, but my drone view is doing this shit. Why is my drone view doing that? Chase playing. This is all Simblitz's fault for making me get chase playing. But yeah, we have Audi stocks a number of different types of digestives. I think ones with like yogurt, some with dark chocolate, some with chocolate, and some by themselves. They must, a lot of people must buy them. If you are listening to, just get rid of that. Oh, no, GSX. You love digestives? Cool, that's gone off. If you are wanting to learn some ATC and you want to have a listen to what people do online, going back to SayIntentions, you can actually go and look at this flight tracker whenever you want. Like, it's available for anybody to have a look at. And what you can do is you can go, and even when you're flying, so if you're flying and there's no one around you and you've got it on, what you can actually do, turn this off for a sec, turn this up. That's me there. So what I can do is I can actually turn on where we can listen to ATC for everybody. So we're going to hear some ATC in a second. Oh, actually, I need to turn my browser up.
Good afternoon. Identified. Maintain flight level 400.
Or
5 Mike Alpha on runway 23, ready for departure.
so you can listen to everybody, or I can click this one.
Tower, runway 23, winds 220 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
And I can just put it back to what, who's actually on the map.
Ryanair 87 Sierra, winds 210 at 10, runway 22, cleared to land.
So now it's only going to listen and hear the people that are actually on your map. So you can hear the people that are in the close proximity to you guys. So, but if you want to listen to different lots of ATC, it's a good way to have a bit of a listen. And you can just go over to the tracker and have a look whenever you want. So, pretty cool little thing. Can be useful for some people. Hold the thumbs. I will be seeing the doc tomorrow. We'll find out if I will be allowed to fly to Oz. Well, boss man, I think I remember we talked about something. If you actually get your way through to Oz, let us know. Wonder how many quick flight B2 bombers sold this week. Were they on sale, or is that just referring to what's happening in current events? All right, so we've got 31 nautical miles to, or 31 minutes to a top of D. So if I want to look at the SayIntentions live map, you can actually check your flight plan through here as well. So it's got your transitions in there in a different color and so forth. So we're just flying over to North England. We're going to actually fly over Manchester by the looks of it, and then over to Dublin. So is the plan. All right, so we're going to be flying to top of descent at 11:53. What's the clock showing now? 11:42. So it's saying it's actually not that long to go. Okay. Well, it's saying it's only 80 nautical miles away, so in the place, yeah. Well, that's what SayIntentions are putting, but I may not be flying that, so we'll see what happens. But I did notice that there. They've got this weird approach in. I guess that's what they want to do with Dublin. Whether or not we'll actually do that fly in. Hang on, why does it keep going back here? I think it might be set to go back to where the plane is. So when I take my finger off the mouse, it goes back. I could probably change that in the settings. Traffic get center lock. Take that off. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so not sure. We'll have a look at that on the charts when find out what we're doing a little bit later. In Japanese, konnichiwa. We only speak English though, because I'm not bright enough to speak be multilingual. Mr. SD Nugan, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day. Hope you're doing well. And we'll see how well this thing descends in and follows the LNAV and the VNAV. Excuse me. We'll see how we go. I'm just going to duck out. Just remembered I had to recycle some prints. So, and then we'll have our top of descent ready there to go. So I'll only be a few minutes. Actually, might be time to go to the little pilot's room. So I'll be back. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Sort of pass and parcel with what's got to do. You always got to be doing something with them. So, cool. So I believe that was our top of descent there. Wants us to enter our destination data, but we need to start our descent. So, actually, let's pass that. Oh no, it's just up here. All right, so we're going to be good there. So we're going to change that to a 32 because I've got SayIntentions set to for me to tell them once I've started the descent rather than they call it for me. So. Because it's more realistic that way and it's not a pain in the butt as much. So thanks, Evo, appreciate it. Thanks for dropping links. Mr. Mark Griffin, if I didn't say hello before, welcome to the stream. G'day, mate, hope you're doing well. But so far, so good. The Aerosoft A340 600's been behaving themselves, and it's quite a nice little bird. So there's also lots of different situations you can load into as well. I noticed I haven't messed around with any of that sort of stuff. Obviously, this is our first flight, so it's just an A to B flight that we're doing today. And do you know what though, Evil? I finally ordered that new camera plug, right? Which I'm waiting for it to turn up. And since I've noticed, since I've ordered that plug tonight, I don't think the camera's played up once. Go figure. Go figure. 129.30, 129.93. Okay, that's cool. So 11:52, 11:53 is top of descent. It's pretty much right on the money there. And we're going to start descending down. And as snip with me, flight level 32. And that should match up there. Cool. And we're on our way down. And we're just flying over Manchester just down here somewhere. I don't know if we're going to see it, no. But Manchester's just down there. Got a bunch of planes probably sitting down there. We caught a glimpse of it there. There's Mr. Lobster, but Manchester's just down there. Amstan radar. This is Lufthansa 7766. We've started our top descent on our way down to flight level 320. All right, let's see if they'll give us some information.
Lufthansa 7766, Dutch Mill. Descend via Bagto 4 Lima to 3000 into Dublin. QNH 1011.
Down to 3000, really? Descend via the bags, S4 Lima, down to 3000 into Dublin. QNH will be 1011, Lufthansa 7766. So they're going to give us ILS...
Lufthansa 7766, contact London Control on 133.6.
Over to London Control on 133.6, Lufthansa 7766. So they're giving us an expected runway ILS 28 left, but we're doing the bags S4 Lima arrival.
We prepare for landing.
Continue down to 23. And we're going to 1366, which will be automatically put into me. It's a nice little cheat we can do. London Control, this is Lufthansa 7766. We're just passing through a flight level 34.6 on our way down to 3000. All right, so let's get some arrival information in here.
London Control, identified. Good afternoon.
Just move this across so I can actually see it. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we're going to do expected ILS 28 left. I'm cheating a little bit here because I can see what they're going to give us. So I'm just going to put that in there, and the bags for it. So I'm just going to pop that in there, even though they haven't given it to us completely. But that's what we're expecting. Make sure everything's good here. Looks alrighty. Yeah, I think I passed Inspector as well before. Obviously, this girl flies quick. We're doing 423 across the ground, but we have already started descending, so I don't know what mark we're 0.8, but we were higher than that before, quicker than that before. But yeah, being the big girl she is, she does fly quick. Let's hope we can land her all right, though. As I mentioned before, I'm using the AB9 with a 777 profile in it because I don't have an A340 profile. Mark says, hi Shane. Yeah, I said hello to you before. Mark, hope you're doing well. Hopefully all the PC stuff's working for you. All the controls working for you. But yeah, so normally the Tuesday streams are going to be over on Twitch land, ladies and gentlemen. They will be multi-streamed eventually, but I need to do some test streams over on Twitch. So I've got them starting tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, next week. Postponed again. Hopefully I can get my stuff organized to get that working. Tomorrow's our normal Wednesday stream. We may do some interesting short hops with this. We shall see. Or I might wait for the next update they're going to do before we fly this again. And then on Thursday as well. So we now stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then on Sunday night. So 4 nights a week we stream. But the good news is obviously that we can now put the YouTube chat in the Twitch overlay. So I don't think we can do it the other way around yet, but Twitch is still allowing to do multi-chat now, which is finally, after all that time, they finally just said, yes, we're going to allow people to do it. Any info on the 737-700 release? Is it coming out this month? I was kind of thinking it should have been. Mathis did say he was going to pop one in my folder to pre-showcase it, and I don't think he has. So, and having the week away, I haven't really been following too much of the flight sim news, so I've sort of got to catch on to it. But the way that Mathis was talking about when he was in the stream last, that it wasn't too far away. So I would imagine so, Mazda. I'd imagine so. And we've got the Black Square Caravan, the Just Flight Fokker. Got a few things coming out. Stuku need to be at 15,000. Oh, wrong way. All right, let's get rid of the music. After that, I've had enough. Bring some sim sounds up on the descent through. We're probably going to get vectored into Dublin anyway. Look at that, such a view. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some... what's going on with that? Surely that's not like that when I go out of here. The plane normally doesn't have that sitting out like that, does it? I don't think I've ever noticed that on the... Hang on. I've stuffed all those views, so I can't really check it to see if it's a... I don't have a proper outside view. I've got a fixed chase plane. I don't know if that's how the real plane is actually built or if that's a modeling glitch. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? I'm not sure if the A340 is built like that or not. Interesting. If the plane flies, you're thinking that the sim's going to crash or something. Now I know it's there. It's annoying me. I need to go and look at some pictures of a real 340. Cabin crew, please do last preparations for preparing the cabin. We may have some turbulence from the looks of it with the weather as we drop into Dublin. Betting it's a modelling error? Yeah, maybe.
Copy, Captain. We shall prepare the cabin for arrival and ensure all is secure for any anticipated turbulence.
All right, let's have a look at the airport look up into Dublin and see what we're doing. Should go and say hello to Murph. All right, winds are going to be 210 and 18. Visibility is 10, so it actually might be all right. Arriving 28 left, departing runway 28 right. Winds are 210 and 18, gusting to 28. There we go. So it's windy. Visibility 10, few at 1500, scattered at 2500, broken at 4000. Temperature's 12 degrees, at dew point's 8, and the QNH is going to be 1005. Transition level will be 7000. There is a bird activity in the vicinity, so we may get a birds on final.
7766. Contact Dublin approach on 119.555.
Over to Dublin approach on 119.555 at Lufthansa 7766. So, which does, SayIntentions does put that in there. So, you can have a flock of birds on final, which is always super interesting. Saying 80 knots crosswind is going to be bumpy. Well, it's gusting up to 28. I just read the METAR there. So it's gusting up to 28. I didn't see any TAFs or anything like that, but just the ATIS information. And there's 3 layers of clouds. And also, we were talking about planes before, but we've got FS weekend next weekend. And if, oh, what a view. And if FS weekend, right, was anything to go by when it comes to announcement and releases as it was last year, I honestly think FS weekend, especially when it come to hardware, was the expo for hardware announcements. Because a lot that was already spoken about when it comes to the Flight Sim Expo in June was already announced at FS Weekend. So to me, FS Expo announcements was last year was a little bit lackluster in my opinion, because a lot of the information already had come out in FS Weekend. So it'd be interesting if that...
Turn left, heading 240 vectors to the ILS runway.
It'd be interesting if that's going to be the same, because it sort of makes sense being the first expo of the year for developers to do announcements of roadmaps and things like that, like wind control. So turn left, heading 240 vectors for ILS for runway 28 left approach, Lufthansa 7766. I knew that was going to happen. All right, so we need to do the performance for landing. 28 left, let's do the compute. Margin 500, that is cool. That is cool. That is cool. He's going to give us landing configuration, full flaps. Air conditioning on. So he's giving us speed. We're doing a full flap arrival. Just what you need, a bird for the windscreen. Yeah, it's not obviously modeled in the sim. I've heard a conversation with the SayIntentions guys talking about they can't model it. I remember back in the day, remember Flight Sim World? Flight Sim World, remember Dove Studios got the license, the entertainment license from Microsoft? And Flight Sim World actually had bird strikes in it, because I remember, I believe it was the might have been the Just Flight aircraft, the Piper that was in there, you could do a bird strike on it. So the failed game stole my money. Hey, it was actually way better than FSX because they did some performance work to it. So it was way better. But yeah, Dove Scam Game. No, I don't think it was a scam game at all. They basically did some work on it and re-released it on Steam. But yeah. And at that time when they did it, Microsoft knew. They knew that they were doing 2020. Or they knew very, very soon after. So I guess that's probably why Dovetail didn't put much work in it, because they knew they were going to lose it after they spent millions acquiring the actual leasing of the license. Poor buggers. I do feel sorry for them. I don't know. Are they still making train sim world? Oh shit, we're gonna need some air brake here. That 2020 was coming out. Yep.
Turn right heading 255.
I literally had tears in my eyes. I kid you not. I had tears in my eyes. I was so excited. I was fist pumping the air. I was super excited. What's going on with the auto throttle? This bird doesn't want to slow down. She's not slowing down.
Lufthansa 7766 heavy, turn left heading 235.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for our arrival into Dublin, we kindly ask that you turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are
Hopefully
secured.
that slows us down.
Your seats are in their full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened.
Turn left heading 235 Lufthansa 7766.
And
there we go.
Anticipate
Starting
a
to slow
smooth
us down.
landing. Our assigned gate is Terminal 1, 206 Tango.
I was very hyped. Also,
Thank
when
you
I
for your
found out
cooperation
it was
as we make
true,
our
I looked
final
everywhere
preparations.
for the alpha leaks. Speed 250 Lufthansa 7766. Sorry, I was descending too quick on the VS. That was all my fault. Right, now we got correct. We are going to continue down.
Lufthansa 7766.
We're basically
Dublin Centre on
going to be
132.58.
cutting through here. Contact at Dublin Centre on 132.58 Lufthansa 7766. So we're going to be cutting through there. Dublin Centre, Lufthansa 7766, passing through at flight level 84,000 on our way down to altitude of 3,000.
Lufthansa 7766, Dublin Centre identified. Good afternoon.
There's Kanga Inspector.
Lufthansa 7766, 14 miles from Lapmo. Maintain heading 235, descend altitude 3,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 left approach, QNH 1005.
Maintain heading 235, descend down to 3,000 until established on the localizer. Clear for ILS 28 left approach, QNH 1005, Lufthansa 7766. It's been a while, hey, Inspector. Will you ever start doing poll voting so people can vote their preferred routes of the aircraft? Vix, maybe not. I'll be honest, I just fly like what I want to fly. And if people want to watch, they can watch. But there is a suggested thing in our Discord for suggested flights. But yeah, it's just, I've always done it. So yeah, because the thing is, if I don't want to fly the route, then I don't really want to stream. I know that seems selfish, but then I just don't feel like streaming. Like, by all means, if someone wants to suggest a flight, and it's a cool flight and I feel like doing it, yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're going to establish on here. I might just go to 4 there. just need to really start slowing down though. Just going to pop some air brake out just for a quick sec, just so I can get down to flap speed. Man, this is going to be an interesting flight. Sorry, interesting landing. They're coming into the thick of it now.
Lufthansa 7766, contact Dublin Tower on 128.8, crossing Lapmo.
Finally, we can drop the first notch of flaps. Over to Dublin Tower on 128.8, Lufthansa 7766. Dublin Tower, Lufthansa 7766 with ILS captured for runway 27 or 28 left. We're going to come in pretty hot, ladies and gentlemen.
7766. Heavy Dublin Tower, runway 27 is not available. Expect ILS runway 28 left approach.
Correction, runway 28 left approach, Lufthansa 7766. I'm only guessing on what this preference is going to be for this next phase.
Lufthansa 7766. Heavy, winds 210 at 18, gusting 28. Runway 28 left, clear to land. Caution bird activity.
Clear to land, caution bird activity, Lufthansa 7766. Alright, ILS is captured. He's going down, getting that full flap in. It's going off. Remember, this is the first ever landing, guys, so I'm going to be super rusty. Where's this second runway? Right in front of us there. Oh, how good's this thing? Oh, look at the views!
Minimum
Oh,
200,
hang on.
100,
Air brake's still out.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Brace, brace.
Oh, look at the hanging gear. What's going on? What's our speed meant to be? 149? We're too low. We've got a wicked 40 knots of crosswind here. This is going to be interesting. We don't have a release date yet. How good is this? Dublin's a beautiful place to come to fly in. Go and visit our mate Murph. Absolutely insane. We're flying sideways, ladies and gents. Flying sideways. Shit, I'm going to stop pressing buttons because shit's going to stop working. Yeah, I haven't flown this before. I'm flying a 777 profile livery for my Moser, so this is going to be interesting. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. My plane. It's down to 28 knots. Actually, she flies quite steady. Holy cow.
400. 300.
This is going to be a corker. I can feel it.
200. 100.
Oh, there's the birds. SayIntentions with the birds.
Retard. 10. 5.
Oh, I know. Oh, what's going on with the camera views? Oh my god. That looked way worse than what I think it should have been, but anyways. Or maybe we had too much auto brake. That looked like it was a Simblitz landing then. Holy cow. Oh man. We just stopped on a dime. Holy cow. I'm so sorry, everybody. That was
Exit at
dreadful.
03 if able. Contact ground on 130.790.
It was so
Ladies
bad.
and gentlemen, we have now arrived in Dublin. Did you know that Dublin
Benno,
is
what's
home
going
to the
on?
oldest pub in Ireland, the Brazen Head, which dates back to the year 1137? We thank you for choosing to fly with Lufthansa. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying
No, I'll
with
tell you what it
Lufthansa.
is in a sec, Brett.
The local time is now 12:22 in the afternoon.
No, so there was some profiles already put in here with Chase Plane, probably from some of the other content creators, and I used their in-cockpit settings, and I think they might have had their camera cinematics turned up. So I'll have to go and adjust them. Because it looked like their head and stuff was turning around way too much. I have to go back and look at the replay, but it just looked like we've really nearly tipped over for some reason. Dublin ground, this is Lufthansa 7766. We're holding short at Sierra 4, requesting taxi instructions to the gate. But besides that actual touchdown part, the landing felt quite good. She hand flowed very, very well. And right at the opportunity of moment, yes, you did.
Terminal 1, gate 20.
You did, Beto.
Via Sierra 4. Sierra, hold short of runway 34. Then Alpha, link 2, apron 4, link 3, apron 4. Good day.
Taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 206 Tango via Sierra 4. Sierra, hold short of runway 34, then Alpha, link 2, apron 4, link 3, apron 4, Lufthansa 7766. So Sierra 4 is what I've on, Sierra is this one. What's going on, Beto? Whereabouts in the Pacific Ocean are you today, my friend? Oh shit, I've still got the reverses in. There we go. Kangaroo and lobster on their way in. Man, it's feels like a short small taxiways for this bird. About to arrive into Hobart. Ah, okay. Are you still on week 1 or you're on week 2 now? Brett's probably hiding underneath his desk as you go past, Beto. Week 2. Out of how many weeks of the long service cruising you've got? That view's just all messed up. Yep, the other end of Tassie. Is this runway 34 up here? Yep. Tony's on around the world. It's weeks. Now, someone's got to do it. Make sure you get your passport stamped. There we go. There we go. Have you got a chip growing on your shoulder yet, Beto? Oh well. I'll have to do some more flights offline maybe to figure out what was the geo and work on those camera. Because the camera, look at this, the camera is moving around a fair whack. Like that's a bit too much. So I'm not sure what's going on with GSX there. Or I don't know if that is that a Aerosoft thing. It's a bit much though. Dublin ground, this is Lufthansa 7766. We're holding shore at runway 34 at Sierra.
Lufthansa 7766, cross runway 34, then continue taxi via Alpha, link 2, apron 4, link 3.
No, not Toby. Yeah, I think it's probably chase plane. Turn the tolerance up.
Lufthansa
Well, the thing is...
contact tower on 128.8.
I'm just going to stay on ground. The thing is that I haven't changed any of my settings, and it's not like that on my other aircraft, though, Mazda. I meant to contact tower to cross the runway. I'm just going to be lazy and not do it. Unless something's changed in the last week. English skills are lacking. No different than any other time. Here's a link 1. Got to go to link 2. Hit by another aircraft. Yep. I assume link 1's down here. I'm not looking at the map. Hang on, I'll have a quick look at the map. Oh shit. We went the wrong way. Oh, it was the inspector coming in. Go, you good thing. I've gone the wrong way. Do we have enough time to... Oh, there's not even enough room to turn around here. does it still say the air brake's out?
You can get us over to runway 30?
Yeah. If you come up here and show me where the throttle is in these things.
I'm starting not to like you.
Skill issue? Absolutely. Yep. %100% skill issue. I've got to do a U-turn up here. Just my wings are massive on this thing. Oh, perfect shot as Kanga's coming in. Lobster's coming in. And I need to work on these throttles too. You smell Jacko's coming in? Alright, so we're going to go to link 2, which is the one on the right hand side here. Actually, I should get GSX ready for us too. I don't think it's going to get it anything that we want. Here's link 2. Sorry, Murph, I'm not doing justice to the local area, my friend. Hopefully he's not watching. There we go. Got all the Aer Lingus gates there. Alright, now we're on track. So I'll have to go for a fly in a different plane and just see if those settings are doing the same thing in a different cockpit, because they shouldn't be. And then I'll know if it's something to do with this plane with chase plane. Don't know. Anybody's got any other better suggestions to have a look? Is that us over there? Some dude standing there? No, that's just part of the scenery. We're around the other side. There's 25. Shit. Where are we going? Oh man, I've lost where we were meant to go. Oh shit. I'm flooring it. I've stuffed it, everybody. We're meant to go in here. Man, I had one job. One job, and I can't even follow the friggin' map properly. I've totally screwed it. I was meant to come down here. Here we go. Just at 208. There it is over there. There's 6. Oh my god. What a complete fluff around. Like, it wasn't that actually hard to get to. My throttles are giving me issues, though, because they're not obviously configured for the aircraft. But, yeah. Like, how are we meant to get in there? There's 207. Where's 208 parked, then? Like, it says I'm friggin' lost, man. 208's meant to be in there, but there's friggin' buses and shit. Like, what's the geo with this? How am I meant to get in there? Dublin ground. This is Lufthansa 7766. It appears that 208 is not able to be used at parking this time. Can we please have 207? It will give it to us.
Lufthansa 7766, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 207 via Sierra 4. Sierra, hold short of runway 34, then Alpha, link 2, apron 4, link 3, apron 4. Good day.
Taxi to gate 207, Lufthansa 7766. Yeah, so my taxiing's a bit crap because it's either too much throttle or the reverses, unfortunately. The way I've got this set up. Mr. Maple Leaf, are you at school yet? That'll do. That will do. I don't know if that was successful or not. But we are going to take it. And if GSX is actually going to do something or not. See my car in the parking lot? Are you stalking the school? No jetways here. Prepare for pushback. Request deboarding. See if that's going to work. Let's go. We'll just use Aer Lingus. There we go. My reversers are out there for whatever reason. Flight was good except for the landing. The landing was a bit... How you going? So we need to figure that out. No, I don't want to do the slides. There we go. Don't have to go in there for another half an hour. Holy cow! What are you doing? Do you have to get there early because of traffic or something? But yeah, all up though, it's very, 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 very promising. I think it's going to be a great addition to the sim. So what I do know from our friends over at Aerosoft, I don't know if I'm meant to say this or not, but I believe they're going to do some more updating before they release it. So, which we as the content creators and beta testers should receive that sometime, hopefully this week. So, and then they've got a bunch of stuff that they're going to do a hot fix and stuff after. But it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, and I was really worried about how they were going to do the 340, since it's a bit of a favorite plane of mine. So we've got two great options in the sim. One is the Aerosoft one, and obviously the other one, which is the I&I Builds one. So both of those, I don't think you can go wrong. I haven't explored the Aerosoft one enough to muck around with different systems and stuff yet, but it looks pretty good. I'm out of here. 340. It looks great, Inspector. Thank you very much for making your first fly back with us in a long time. I appreciate it. So, thank you, my friend. Uploading the passengers will take. Yeah, I'm not going to unload them. I've just turned the sounds down of the sim because we're going to end things here. We will be back tomorrow night, ladies and gents. I don't know if we're going to fly this again. I don't know, or do something else. We'll have to see. I feel like flying the Fokker too, since that's coming out. I haven't flown that for a while, so we might go and do some just flight flights. We'll see. Depends if they have an update on this or not. But yeah, I'm very positive about the Aerosoft A340. So it looks to be a good deal as we watch the passengers jump off here. Oh, you can't see him now. But they were getting off. So yeah. Big thank you to our friends, our moderators, and our members. Just remember, members, if you are a member over on Twitch or YouTube, you can jump into the bi-weekly giveaway. So jump over into the YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't. You should be if you're a member or whatever anyway. But go over to the post section and you'll see the post, and just drop a comment in there so you can go into it. You've got this week to do that. Big thank you to Mr. Brian and Mr. B. Crawley for 12 months. Gab for 37. Glenn for 55. Mr. Inspector for 57 months. Evil with his anniversary. Had both Mr. Evil and Mr. Brian Corley with their anniversaries. Captain Aaron, 49 months, and Mr. Brett Plays for 57 months. Guys, thank you very much for continuing your memberships, considering we haven't been around much in the last week. Much appreciated. Big thank you to our friends for supporting the streams at Just Fly, and I'm going to do a bit of shout out to SayIntentions, guys. My mission is I want to get as many people on at the Skynet so we can fly around together as much as possible. Your reverse thrust, yeah, I know, but like I said, my throttles are balked and the engines are shut down, Maple. So it is what it is. Look, everybody's jumping out of the plane, and we've got reverses out. So it is what it is. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say, but we'll be back tomorrow, back Wednesday night tomorrow, and back Thursday, and then on Sunday. And we've got a couple of videos out this week. One might be, if I'm streaming Thursday, it won't be out Thursday, so it might be a Friday. I don't know. I'll work it out. Because I don't like posting the same days I stream, because it stuffs up the YouTube algorithm stuff. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you very much. I love you a lot. Stream details will go up in the AM Australia time, and we'll see you then. And yeah, thank you, Mabel. Have a great day at school. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Thank you to all the drop bears, and I will see you guys around. Thanks very much. Have a good night, and happy day of simming if you can. See. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Evil, you legend. And thank you to everybody that come flying with us as well. Appreciate it. And you never know, I might actually shave for tomorrow's stream. All right, guys, take care. It's great to see you all. Bye-bye for now.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers,